Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Extinct Bricks Originals. And for this very special episode, we'll be featuring a tutorial video on the LEGO custom SUCHOMIMUS. And this is actually in collaboration for the Chaos Theory with Toy Universe. Alright, so there were a few images that have already resurfaced in the internet, both in Twitter as well as that on Google of the SUCHOMIMUS. So that is why I made a few modifications to the head, just minor ones, which is astonishingly, accurate as that of the movie as well as that of the fossil records. So I think Chaos Theory really did their assignment in making these dinosaurs as accurate as possibly can. Alright guys, so here's another custom that I'm making for our Chaos Theory month-long celebration, and this is the SUCHOMIMUS. And as you can see here, I made some modifications to the figures here. It's a sort of a mix of a lot of figures. You can see here, this is a large theropod tail, Baryonyx legs over here, Indoraptor arms and hands, which I actually modified so that it's ball and socket joints on the the shoulders and also on the wrist area. We have here heavily modified neck, the black Baryonyx, also a modified head of the Baryonyx, just the tip of the tail here of the snout, and then of course the head here is from a large Dilophosaurus, and then of course the body would be composed of the Ghidorah figure, which I also modified heavily so it looks more likely that of a SUCHOMIMUS, which is actually a perfect figure for me. So we have our SUCHOMIMUS already primered. I actually sprayed this with gray primer, bottle number 58, and then I brushed over the white Liquitex acrylics over here just to make sure that the yellow colors would show through, because gray and yellow is definitely mixed up. So we'll be using different sizes of brushes over here, of course some acrylics, some water, and our handy dandy hair dryer over here. And yeah, so let's start with the coloring. So first up we have here the primary color, which is just a mixture of yellow ochre, some unbleached titanium, and some raw umber, and we're going to paint this on the entire figure. Probably not the lower side, because that is going to be a white coloration. So we're just going to line up here some of the areas where we need this yellow color to be painted on. So just the back, some parts of the legs, and the tail as well. So the next color would be this unbleached titanium, and we're going to paint the underbelly of our SUCHOMIMUS. So I'm not creating just one line. I'm breaking it out into more interesting shapes, and this is also where you can actually hide some of the imperfections that you have in your sculpt. So we'll probably have one or two more layers added into this, so that we'll have a good opacity, our lighter colors. Here are the winners for Guesses PC contest. We have 10 lucky picks. Here they are: Susan Jimenez, Iris JW, Barbaridactylus, Kiana Sandler, Zakai B, Epic Jason X, Rex Red, Aiden MV, Vargalov, user SL9HP. Congratulations everyone, and for top 10 winners, Kevin Robertson,
top 9. Top 9.
Paleozilosaurus.
Top 8.
Prehistoric life.
Top 8. Top 7.
Epic Dino Battle.
7. Top 6.
Victor Gabriel.
Top 6. Top 5.
Edward Ho.
Top 5. Top 4.
Torian Studios.
4. Top 3.
Cretaceous Bricks.
Top 3. Top 2.
Unofficial Jurassic World.
And top 1.
And Colton Todd. Congratulations everyone, and I'll see you in the next Guess PC contest. For those of you who'd like to join yourself, just click on the Extinct Bricks icon. It will lead you to the Extinct Bricks homepage, and the homepage just click on the community link to see all our posts.
Interesting to the figure, we mixed here a little bit of yellow ochre and some burnt umber, and we're just going to somehow dry brush on certain areas just to give it some depth, like this the spinal column over here, the top of the head, also the lower legs of our SUCHOMIMUS. So we're just going to make those adjustments accordingly to make it more interesting. And now it's time to bring some details into the figure, and using this slightly smaller brush over here, we're painting this really dark red. It looks black at the moment, but actually it's a mixture of reds and also some black, and we're just going to create the lines and also the speckles that we have on the baryonyx. Please take note that I do have a reference photo beside me, so that you would have to do as close as possible to the actual design of the SUCHOMIMUS. So we're just going to continue this detailing from the head here until the end of the tail. So it's going to take some time, guys. I'm not gonna bore you with a lot of blabber while doing this, and of course it's harder to focus while you're actually speaking. So I'm going to show you the end product after. And here is how it looks like so far after the darker markings have been painted on. Now, all the details that we need to add to the figure would be different shades of red on certain areas of the marked speckles, or what do you call this, markings on our figure. So I'm starting off with this dark red. So this will be, placed in the inner borders of the markings. So I'm just carefully, using this brush over here. But if you want to use a much thinner brush, then that's fine as well. So this is a darker red. Then after this dries, we're going to place a much brighter color of red in the middle part. So now we're adding in the highlights on the red areas. So like I said, it doesn't have to be covering all, probably just the areas where you want to replace the red colors area earlier. Nice. So we're also going to do that on the other side. As you can see here, there's a difference without those red highlights, and here is the difference with the red highlights.
So the current paint job is looking a bit blunt, and so I looked up on the reference again, and thought that the base figure would, or the base colors would have that orangey feel to it. So I mixed here some yellow ochre and some red orange, and we're painting very meticulously on the in-betweens of the markings of the SUCHOMIMUS and that of the yellow parts.
And all that is left to do now would be paint on the details on our SUCHOMIMUS, and I'm really happy how it turned out because, you know, despite me going forward with some of the paints, I really loved how it actually turned out. Yeah, I was thinking it would be a little bit cartoonish, but in the end it really looked really fearsome, and you know, the details really actually tied up together in just one figure. And yeah, so we just need to put in some of the scales on the feet. Of course, we will need to paint the claws on our SUCHOMIMUS. We will also be painting on the teeth, and although we already painted the inside of the mouth, we'll have to put in the eyes also, color the teeth, and so on. And that's it for our tutorial video on how to make our custom Lego figure of the SUCHOMIMUS from Jurassic World Chaos Theory. And I hope you enjoyed this particular tutorial video, guys. I'll see you in part 2 of our SUCHOMIMUS from Jurassic World. And yeah, so that's it. Also, please do not forget to support our other channels, Ibitoy Universe, The Adventures of Allan Ignacio, and Tito Mike's Kitchen. Please watch their videos and support their channel as well. Also, please watch Ibitoy Universe collaboration custom for this week. And yeah, so enjoy your week, guys, and as we always would say, let your inner dino brick roar! Thanks everyone, and bye!